Hi guys, Andy Henderson here, your Sherpa guy from Forward Thinking. This is Sherpa Guidance episode 37, and this is all about why you must know your audience better than they know themselves. It's all about marketing. Now, if you're the kind of person or kind of business owner where the marketing pretty much sucks, it's not attracting the right customers, it's not generating any leads or opportunities or referrals or whatever, you kind of need to listen to this because this is big. But before I do that, you know me now, I'm Andy Henderson, and I'm on a mission to impact the lives of 1 million people over the next 10 years with the people that I work with, the Forward Thinking movement and everything else we're doing. And really scary, but quite an exciting goal, but it's going to happen. I'm on the way. And even today and tomorrow, we've got another 16 people in 2 days joining the Forward Thinking movement, which is absolutely brilliant. So it lights me up and makes me feel really good when we welcome new people into our community. It's brilliant. So today, Sherpa Guidance episode 37, it's all about marketing. It's all about understanding your dream buyer, your target customer, your client avatar, whatever you want to call it. But these are the customers that you want to serve who want to be served by you. And if you get this right, your marketing is going to turn from something that costs you loads of money and doesn't achieve any results, something that depresses you, something that actually ends up bringing in the wrong kind of customers, or worse still, no customers at all. We really vitally need to know this stuff. I mean, I've spent a year working on my dream buyer stuff because it evolves all the time. We optimize it all the time. And, this week alone, I've got 17 calls booked in my diary that are inbound leads that are coming into me that are my dream buyers that want to take me up on my offer of Success GPS and helping them build and grow their dream business, winning businesses that work for them and not the other way around. So I'm really passionate about this subject because a year ago, 18 months ago, I didn't understand this at all, and I want to share with you what it means to really understand your dream buyer. So what is a dream buyer? Well, think about customers that you've got. Think about all your customers right now. You've got a bunch of customers, yeah? And when you look at them, there are some customers that you just don't like. But then there are some customers that you absolutely love. But what's the difference? Well, when Dave phones you, imagine that day when your nightmare customer phones and he phones you up or she phones you up and it's like, oh my God, they're ringing again. What do they want now? What do they want to have a go at me for now? Well, we don't want that, do we? And you get the next customer rings up, it's Jane. You go, oh my God, it's Jane. Oh, all right, are you Jane? How are you doing? I'm going to help you out. Yeah, what do you need? What can I do for you? How can I serve you? How can I improve your life? But what's the difference between those two? Well, you can't just answer that off the bat. It's just not easy to do that. But you need to understand why. I mean, why do we end up dealing with, a mixed bag of customers in the first place? Well, typically it's when we're starting off, it's about money. We just want their money. But some customers absolutely, they take the shirt off their backs, they argue about everything, they complain about service, they complain about quality, they don't pay us enough, they don't want to pay us the right amount of money and stuff. Well, we need to be frank, we need to not work with those kind of people. Pass them to your competitors, let them chew their time up and not pay them any money and argue about everything. Pass them over there. And it might sound scary doing that, but believe me, once you do it and you get that time back and you use that time to serve your dream customers, that time is better spent. Back in my corporate days, over a period of time, about a year, we dropped 50 customers that spent not a lot of money with us, that really chewed up our efforts and resources. And we actually systematically, as we dropped those on purpose, we actually redeployed our time at the new kind of customer we really wanted to serve, that we were really clear about serving. And that really worked because we dropped 50 customers that spent 5 or 10 grand a year. And we actually won 50 customers, approximately, that spent over £200,000 a year. And they were much more enjoyable to deal with. Well, how do you do that? You have to go through a process. You really have to understand your dream buyer, your customer avatar, your target client, whatever it is, more than anything. It's our job as business owners, business leaders, entrepreneurs, whatever you want to name yourself as. It's our job to know our dream client better than they know themselves. So how do we do it? Well, on Wednesday, I'm going to share with you the exact framework that I use. It's a simple methodology. It's about 15 slides. So hopefully you can tune in on Wednesday between 2 and 3 o'clock. I'll share it with you. But Mondays are all about just explaining the concept of this. So in terms of the concept, what do we need to know about our dream customer? Well, we need to know who they are. So think about your best customers today. Think about the best customers, the best clients you've got, and name them. Write the names down in a list. Then start to think about the similarities of those dream clients. You know, the customers that you love to work with, that love you. You know, you're almost friends with them. You might meet them down the pub or for a coffee, just not even to talk about business, just to catch up on life. You know, write the names down. Think about, you know, any of their demographic similarities. You know, if it's B2B, you want to understand, you know, the type of industry that they're in, the size of business that they are in terms of revenue or profit, or the size of business in terms of employees. You need to know who the functional head is, you know, who signs the checks, who's the influencer. You know, you kind of need to know the location, you know, all those types of stuff if it's B2B. If it's B2C, you need to know their age, their relationship status, their income levels, their education levels, and all those kind of things. So we've got those two compartmentalised and we understand that stuff. Then we need to understand what are their similar character traits. So what are their similar things? What's similar in their makeup? Maybe they're open-minded, maybe they're passionate, maybe they've got a sense of purpose, but maybe can't define it as you know, if you ask them to. You know, maybe they are professional, they've got high standards, you know, things like that. We need to think about those similar character traits. So we kind of find that golden thread hanging through this list of dream customers of yours. We really, really need to understand that. Then, as with all things, you know, when it comes to customers, we need to understand what their problems are. What are the problems that are going on in their world today? What are the problems in their world that they're frustrated by that are causing them pain? So identify the problems. It could be time or lack of leads, or, you know, if you're in the weight loss business, the PT business, it could be the fact that they're struggling with losing weight. You know, it could be anything. Find out what their problems are. It's our job to know about our customer, our dream buyer's problems. Find out what their problems are. And then next to each problem, write down how that causes a pain in their business or their life. Because, you know, with customers who don't know who you are right now, you know, they're either running away from pain or they're running towards pleasure. And we need to really understand where they are, what they're running from, or what they're running towards. So we need to understand their pains and problems, right? The second thing we need to do is understand what their pleasure is. What are they running towards? What's the big result that they want? Because, you know, typically no one buys our stuff. No one buys Success GPS. No one buys a business coach. No one buys a landscape gardener or a kitchen fitter. You know, no one buys any of this stuff. What they buy is the result, the end result. They don't buy what you sell. They buy the result of what you sell gives them, if that makes sense. So for me, they want to buy the result of having more revenue, more customers, more dream buyers, more profitability, more time, more freedom, more clarity, more belief, more confidence. You know, these are the big results that my dream buyer wants. What's the dream result that your dream buyer wants? So if they're running away from these problems and pains and they want them solved, what result do they really want? And how does that result give them a pleasurable feeling inside? You know, once you've got that, what we need to know then is what evidence have we got to back up our claim that we can actually deliver that result? What case studies have we got? You know, once you know all that stuff, you've got such clarity on your dream buyer, you can start to effectively market to them in a language that they understand by talking about some of their problems and pains and knowing that you know and you care, but also knowing that you know what the result they're after as well. So you can talk to them about the result that you're able to give them as well as solving their problems and pains. And if you've got evidence to back that up, hi Daniel, how are you? Nice to see you, buddy. Hope your mum's well. Hope she's recovering well in hospital. You know, it was very sad news to hear about your message on Facebook about the fact that you couldn't go in and be with her, but I believe she's doing okay. So well done, buddy, and give her our best. So yeah, just talking about this dream buyer stuff. You know, we really need to understand this stuff. We need to understand the evidence, because once we've got all that stuff, we can effectively market to our dream buyer. We can get their attention and bring them into our world instead of having to chase them all the time. You know, why bother marketing to every single person in the world when only 3% of the market are buying at this one time? Let's just find out the 3% that have got the problem and pain that we can help them with and who want the result that we're able to deliver for them. It's so important because right now the world is noisy. There's so much noise all over the place. Plenty of eyes on social media. There's plenty of like virtual events going on and stuff. But we need to find out who our dream buyer is. Then we need to figure out where they are. You know, and it's not just, well, they're on Facebook. No, what groups are they in on Facebook? What are they talking about on Facebook? What are their likes and their dreams and their desires? What are they particularly researching at the moment? You know, find out where their groups are and start to build up know, like and trust within those groups. So when you start talking or people start asking you what you do, you start appealing to lots of people at the same time. Quick question for you. Where's the best place to sell Bibles? Where's the best place to sell Bibles? That's right, you got it. It's church. And why is it in church? Why is the best place to sell Bibles in church? Because you've got 500 dream buyers there queuing up every single Sunday. You know where they are every Sunday. You know what time they're there. You know what sort of content they want in the Bible, because they're either Christian or Catholic or whatever it is. And they're there and you can sell to them because they're congregated. Your dream buyer, all of them are congregated at the same place at the same time every single week. So it's like the same kind of methodology with your business and your marketing. Where do your dream buyers congregate? And the final component of the dream buyer stuff is understanding how do you create words to message them, to get their attention and bring them in. So these are all really important concepts and something that I teach within Success GPS. In fact, going through that whole stuff properly with you, by your side, working on it with you and helping you define this stuff is about 3 or 4% of the whole Success GPS program. So imagine if we got that bit done and you still had another 96 or so % of content from me to help you grow and build your dream business. Pretty amazing, eh? So that's all for me today. It's all about Dream Buyer. This week it's all about the Dream Buyer. So Wednesday, I'm going to give you the framework to do that. So you can do it on your own. You can do it in isolation. You can work this stuff out. And then on Friday, I'm going to tell you how I use it in my business to help my business grow. So Mondays, it's all about a short live like this, just to talk you through it. Wednesday, I'm going to talk you through the exact framework. And Friday, I'm going to teach you how I implement it so you can implement it yourself in your business. So, guys, excuse me, I've just eaten a carrot and I've got the burps. It's Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guidance episode 37, all about why you must know your audience better than they know themselves. And it's true. As business owners, business leaders, entrepreneurs, you know, it's our job to know everything about our customer, our dream buyer, what hurts them, what pleasures them, and everything else in between. So that's it from me. I'm Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide on a mission. It's nice to see you all on this Monday. And just remember, guys, you're just one step away.